I just tried to come in live into the tribe, but it wasn't having any of it. It wasn't working at all. Don't know why, no idea. But it just kept going round and round and round as it does. So I thought I'd do a quick video for you instead. And this is about, I've been asked about my Reiki list. I actually have a book, okay, a nice little notebook that I use all the time. And in the front, I write my name and Reiki Book, the date it was created, and then I say all of the intentions in this book are for everyone's highest good and the highest good of all concerned, to be sent with divine timing, and so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so then in the front of the book I have person's name. I'll show you mine, because obviously some of these are a bit private, because I do actually charge people to have intentions in my Reiki book. So that's mine. Okay, so I'll write the person's name, and then I'm so happy and grateful now that, and then I write all the intentions down, okay, for each person. And then I usually leave a page or two gap in case I want to add anything. But then in the back of the book I have, and I'll see if I can find one that I can show you. I'm sure Sharon won't mind. Okay, that's Sharon's list there. Okay, all her loved ones. So when I ask you for your loved ones, see, I've crossed some people out. I put them in the back. Okay, and then my Reiki list in the back is free. As I say, the one in the front is for me and my loved ones, and also I charge for people to have intentions, because obviously you have to write all the intentions out and it's more personalised. But my Reiki list is free, and what I do, I write in the back of the book, healing energy to be sent to everyone on this Reiki list for whatever is needed the most for their highest good and the highest good of all concerned, for as long as they need it or until crossed out in this book, all by the law of grace if not requested personally, and to be sent with divine timing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. The law of grace means, like, some people might want to send emergency Reiki to people that they can't ask, or, you know, that maybe not be open to it but they really need it. You know, it's really desperate that they get some. As long as their higher self accepts the healing, they will receive it, because people can be a bit funny, can't they? And you can say by the law of grace, because normally we would say it's not ethical unless you have the person's permission, but if you say by the law of grace, then as long as their higher self accepts it, then that's fine. And that's something that Carl Gray uses. That's a phrase that he uses. Okay, so that's basically it. So as I say, I write the intentions in the front for loved ones and people that pay to have them in there, and the free ones are just the name on my Reiki list. And then what I do periodically, every 2 to 4 weeks, I go through my book with my pendulum. I will ask, you know, whether to take people out, whether to cross people out, and then when, like, there's a page of people all crossed out, I will burn it, or sometimes I shred it if I can't go out and burn it. Shredding's just as good, to be honest, as long as you've got the intention that you're destroying it. Okay, but I have got that in there, you know, for as long as is needed, which works as well. Okay, so what I then do, okay, I'll put my music on, light a candle, whatever you like to do when you send Reiki, like some incense, and I get my Reiki book, okay, do all my symbols, put them into the book, start off with a distance symbol, obviously, because you're sending via distance to a lot of people. Distance symbol, power symbol, the emotional symbol, power symbol again, if you're a Reiki master, the Reiki master symbol, and then the power symbol as well. You might have learnt a little bit different to me, but that's how I do it. Okay, so put draw all my symbols, yeah, put them in the book one at a time, and then I will send for about 15 to 20 minutes, okay, every day. And it's super, super powerful, and it's something you can do to help people. It's very, very effective. So if you've got any questions, pop them in the comments. And oh, another thing you can do, actually, you can actually have a Reiki list, and let's say if that was my Reiki list, you could just send to your list. Okay, you can actually have a Reiki box. Some people have a Reiki box. I don't think I've got a box here. got a tissue box. So if you've got a nice box, okay, you could put people's names in the box and ask to send to your Reiki box. And you don't actually have to be with your Reiki box at the time. You can put them all in there with some nice crystals, anything you want, some nice photos, whatever. And you can ask to send to your Reiki box. You can do that instead. Okay, and you can put people's intentions in there if you want to. However you prefer. I used to have a Reiki box, but I found it more work in a way, because you've got to keep going through all the bits of paper and, you know, burn the ones that you don't want to send to anymore. But I find my Reiki book, you know, is a lot easier, and I can also take it with me. You know, sometimes when I teach people how to do the Reiki book, I take it with me, and I send to mine, and at the same time, to save me having to rush doing it in the morning before I go out to teach. So yeah, whatever you find most comfortable, but it is super, super powerful. Okay, so any questions, pop them in the comments, and I'll be back in live tomorrow to do readings for all those that have put their names down. If you haven't put your name down, there's still time to do that now. Okay, so thanks for listening. Bye for now.